And I had my period at home, and I felt like a 7th grader who just got, I got period blood on my socks. And I went, now tell me how the blood got on my socks. I have no clue. And then I started being paranoid that I was dripping blood around the house. So, and I didn't want to bring it up to my parents. So I was like, but I looked down and I was like, how was there blood on both of my socks? So then I start looking around frantically, the floor, at the chairs. There wasn't any, but I'm like, how did that happen? That it just got on my socks? Did it just free fall and just skip? I don't know. How did it happen? I don't know where the trail was, but how did it go straight from there to my socks without causing damage along the way? So I was thinking, where's the damage? So I'm paranoid as hell looking around, and I couldn't find it, and I still never found the trail. So I'm thinking maybe I did some aerial movement, whoo! And it went, whoop, and it aerodynamically shot through the air and somehow didn't land on my leg or anything and went straight down. And my socks caught it. I don't know what kind of air bending I was doing, but I genuinely could not find anything in its pathway that that got blood on it. So I don't know, but I the thing about this is I was wearing I was aware of my period, so I was wearing pants and underwear and a pad and stuff. So it's not I'm not just running around naked with socks on. There's layers to this. Literally. There's many layers that this has to travel before it can reach my socks. And the crazy thing is, it was on both of my socks. Multiple droplets on both. It's a mystery. I don't know. Anyways, I'm not going to show you the socks, but it was I saw my socks when I was sitting on the couch, and I was like, there's no way my parents didn't see this. It looks like I injured myself. It looks like I fell and that much blood, some bad injury, And they didn't say anything. So maybe they didn't see it. But I don't know if they would have brought it up either. But I didn't ruin any furniture, but I really thought, oh no. When I sit up on this chair, sit up off this white chair, I'm going to have some explaining to do. So there I was. And I got up. And there was nothing. Nothing, not a single droplet. I was eating. Was. Not anymore. Not anymore, because I know you lost your appetite hearing this. And I apologize. I do apologize. Your parents cleaned it up so you wouldn't be embarrassed? No. Because... oh, shit. Oh, my God. There's a world. Oh, shit. World. There's a world. Oh, no. Someone cleaned up my trail. Because, by the time I saw it on my socks, it was not fresh. There's a world that it was cleaned up by somebody who didn't want me to feel embarrassed, which is really sweet. That's actually sweet, but it's very embarrassing, but it's very sweet. Flip the cushions. Oh my gosh. Because if that much made it to my socks, I don't know how much was on the couch. That could be it. That's a bit embarrassing. Well, I don't think, if I had to guess, I still don't think it was that. I think that I'm still on the air bending, on that, because I think that when I was walking, sometimes you just make quick movements, and actually when you're on your period, sometimes it moves quick too. And when you take two quick movements and you add them together, it's like whoosh. And I actually think that with me turning really fast and the blood falling really fast, it actually just probably went straight from boom, boom to my socks. I don't actually think there was a trail. And I don't know how I know this, but it's just like an instinct. Copium. It's not copium. How does it fall through the layers? Now, that is a question I gotta know, but maybe, here's the other thought. Actually, this might be TMI. But sometimes early on in the period, you should know. Okay, everyone should know this stuff. Well, you shouldn't know it, but like sometimes it's like going. Like it's like, and that's just how it is. It sucks. And it's to the point where like there are times where you have to like, it's just coming fast. And I'm thinking that, okay. And also when you're putting things like a tampon in there and pulling it out, right? Sometimes you're pulling out and there's like a drop that comes with it or a couple drops that comes with it because it might be on the full side. So you pull out the full tampon and it comes out and then a couple drops or a lot of drops come out with it. And normally they make it into the toilet, but I'm thinking these specific drops did not make it in. So it was a time when there was no layers, right? How do you know it's full? You know it's full because that's actually a great question. I would wonder that too. Your tampon's full because you can feel it, kinda. You can kind of feel it. You also just know, like, I'm day 2 of my period. It's a heavy flow. I know I've used enough where I know from like how many hours it takes to fill up a tampon. You just know. It feels like a sag. It feels like sometimes you don't even need to pull it out. You just push it out. It comes out when you're peeing. I'm not kidding. You just pee and it falls out. I'm so sorry. There's a weight to it. And sometimes it's just that full where it just it sees itself out. It's like, yeah, I'm good. I'm full. I'm out. Like you just kind of push. You gotta like, and then it just, you give it a little help sometimes, but I will say sometimes you don't even need to help it. Not even a bit. Listen, this is helpful knowledge at some point. Someone in your life, you might need to help someone. I know it might be a little icky, okay, but it's the truth. It's real. All right. So you're welcome for the knowledge. So yeah, sometimes you just falls right out, and it is what it is. And I think in that time, when I was probably taking it out, sometimes it gets on my hand, and I'm like, damn, that is blood. I mean, it looks red. Like it is like red, like dark red. And if it gets on your hand, sometimes you take a moment, you're like, that's what it'd look like if I just like cut my hand. I have like a moment of like, damn. And then I'm like, that's disgusting. I gotta wash my hands. Okay, but sometimes only when it's like going crazy. But usually it doesn't get to that point. Usually I change out like much quicker. So like I'm never like, it's not like overflowing. But when it is overflowing, sometimes I'm like, oh God, I gotta get to the bathroom. The tampon's overflowing. If I'm like doing something, I'm locked in, I forget to change it, I gotta make it there. So who rated? Hey, Via Fruity. You know what? I'm not ashamed. Welcome, everybody, from Fruity's stream. My name's Leslie, and, we are actually just straight talking about periods and flows. And because, let me TLDR it for you, I found some mysterious drops on my sock, and I had to know how they got there. And that's it. That's really it. I had to know. I'm not ashamed. And that's about it. Okay, so if I had to guess, it was probably that during that time. I just pulled it out and it dripped onto my socks. I don't think there was some trail that my parents had to clean up. I really just think it was on my socks. But it was so weird. Like, if it wasn't disgusting, I would show you my socks. Actually, they're deep in my laundry basket. Ew, I have to go digging. I would not go digging for that. Okay, it's gross. Okay. There's no we in this conversation. No, we were all engaging in this conversation together. All of us together. We're talking about periods and tampons and how you know they're full and what that feels like. And sometimes you can push them out without any help. I still haven't tried my cup. Like there's a cup, right? And you fold it and you stick it up and it opens and it collects it like a cup. And I hear they're great. I bought one and I'm scared of trying the cup. DJ, I can't do the cup. I'm scared to try it too. I hear it's like really good, but like, is that not insane? It's a cup. And you fold and and it goes, and it's just supposed to hold and it just catches it all. Like a literal, I mean, it's just a cup. Like, how do you not feel that? And what happens if it like sucks out and goes like, oh God. Does that ever happen? What happens if it gets too full? How deep does it go? What happens if the cup gets stuck? You stick the cup too far up. How do you go digging for that? I have a fear that it goes too far up, right? And then you go digging for it. And then you cut yourself digging for it. Because, you know, sometimes what if you have some sharp nails? You cut it. Oh. I hate that. Ooh. So, long story short, I'm scared of the cup. But I hear good experiences from people with the cup. And I keep telling myself, next period, I'm going to try the cup. Next period. Then the next period comes and I say, next period. Okay, the next one. When I run out of tampons. But then I never run out of tampons because I buy them again. So, there we are. Years later. And I still never tried that cup. When you're at home, maybe. Okay, I will try them within the next year. Try a bowl instead. Larger holds more. Are you good? Technically, yeah, if you put a bowl there all the time, it's going to hold it and catch all the stuff. The whole point of a cup is that it goes inside and it stays there and you can put your underwear on and function and then check on it and then dump the cup out and then rinse the cup out, put it back in. It's just like catch, dump, catch, dump, catch, dump, catch, dump. What are you going to do with a bowl there? I didn't think I was ever going to say this, but I wish I had an ad this entire time. Fine, I'll leave. If that's how you want to end the year together. Listen, it's just that. It's the last day. I'm not going to see you guys until next year. Maybe I was just trying to have a moment, get vulnerable, and, well, that's what I get. Chat wishing for ads and internet and internet to go out. I'm learning a lot. This is good. There we go.